Hi, good morning. And today we are going to see 7 tips for writing exams and score high marks. If you are confronting any kind of board exams or plus 2 examination or university examination, so these 7 tips will help you to prepare for your examination. And first tip, prepare from start of the year or semester. Most of us have this habit of preparing exam before date, but that's a very bad habit you have. You have to prepare from the start of a year or a semester. Consistent study should be an very important part in preparing for your examination. When you are preparing for your examination, you have to prepare from the start of the semester. You have to plan your schedule, and you have to first prepare a sketch plan. So preparing from the start of year or semester, that's going to be an important advantage or competitive advantage for you in preparing for your exams. And tip number 2, you have to understand the concepts. You should not mug up. Most of us have this habit of mugging up word by word, but that should not be done. We have to understand the concepts, and we have to prepare on that. Say, for example, if you are studying economics or commerce, you have to know first what is commerce. You have to understand the concept. Then only this will stick into your brain. There is a study says that though if you understand a concept well, it will stick on to your memory for a very long time. And tip number 3, you have to memorize facts, figures, and formulas. And don't ask me that you're saying you should not memorize or mug up. But here, there is a difference between mugging up and memorize. I'm insisting you to memorize the facts, figures, and formulas. Facts and figures, formulas, we don't have much to understand things, but we have to memorize all these things so that it will stick on to your memory. But here I will give you some advice or ideas that you can take some kind of mnemonic techniques which will be helpful for you to memorize the facts, figures, and formulas. And tip number 4, plan your study schedule. If exams going to start, then you have to plan your study. What you have to do, you can take a calendar and allot the hours of study you want to go for. Say, for example, if I want to study on Monday physics, and next preceding or succeeding day I am going to study chemistry, and after that on Wednesday I am going to study mathematics, then put a schedule like that. That will be very, very helpful for you in succeeding in examination. Tip number 5, do not skip units or chapter in syllabus. You should cover all the units, chapters, and everything which is a very, very important aspect in syllabus. You should cover. And most of us, we think that first and second chapter are very important, and we'll leave fourth and fifth chapter or unit. But that's going to be a very bad habit, and you will not learn anything from the subject, first thing. And second thing, if any questions asked in that unit or chapter, then you're going to get a very hard time in examination. So what you have to do is that you have to cover all the units and chapters. That too, you should not cover all the things at all the time, but highlights or important points or important chapters, or it may be an important concept which you can cover in a unit or chapter. Tip number 6, revised question paper, year question paper or previous year question paper. And if you had an question bank, that's very important thing. It's a very best strategy, that it's a shortcut to make you a top score in examination. This is a very important aspect. If you take this out of equation, definitely your score will less. So what you have to do is that you have to revise. You have to take time and efforts to take all the question papers and question bank and revise everything. Tip number 7, stay healthy during exam time. This tip, why I tell you all this healthy stuff is that we people miss a lot when we are not in healthy. Sound mind which requires a healthy body. Health is very essential for us to for performing an exam. If you want to sit in 3 hours of examination and you are going to confront it, then you should be healthy. So during exam time, you should maintain your health properly. You have to go sleep prior to the examination at the proper time. You should not wake up all the night and study for the examination and become sick during the examination time. That's going to be an very ineffective for you to score high marks in examination. So that's all for the tip which I want to share with you. And thank you. This audio recorded by Ganesh Pandya.